Huskies backing in with more New York Rangers GM mode, franchise mode commentary. Last video we had a very interesting start to our first year. Made a couple moves. Spent 20 minutes trying to figure out how to trade Lundqvist to St. Louis and couldn't get it done. I've revamped the trade offer. I want to try to hold on to JT Miller if I can. I'm holding on to Calgary's third at the moment. I have 4 top 6 defensive prospects. Vaktakainen is the one to go. I took Jay Bouwmeester off the deal because his value was just a little too high. And I honestly think that this is going to go through. Pretty much this is Lundqvist for a first, and I get a couple of randoms. I get Jory Laterra. He's a cap dump. Ryan Reeves, Brad Malone. Right, Brad Malone? Yeah. Again, cap dumps. 1-year deals. Nothing hard. AHL goaltender. Basically Lundqvist for a first from a team that's not doing very well. So, let's see if it goes through. Trade rejected. Carter Hutton would have to be put on waivers at the end of the day, which would be too costly. We have to reject this deal. That's a shame. Because I feel like that's like the best offer I can give them, and they don't want to put Carter Hutton on waivers. Do you want to just trade me Carter Hutton? Would that make this easier? Yeah, Yakupov would have to be put on waivers. What the... Alright, what if I keep one of these guys? Dmitry Yaskin would have to be put on waivers. Alright. Let's go back to skaters and see if we can't figure this out. Now, I did the suggested move was to just throw in a 4th in addition to the 3rd round pick. And I did that. Well, Vladimir Sobotka. 3 years, though? I mean, he'd be easy to get rid of. What it turns out is I don't know how much cap space I have to bring back to not be at the minimum. But let's try who was it? Let's try Sobotka. St. Louis would be over the cap. Oh wow. Shit. So Sobotka's really this is too much, huh? So Jory Laterra pretty much has to be the guy. Because Berglund's value is too high. Joy Laterra. This won't go through, I already tried this. What if I use Calgary's 3rd instead of my 4th? Will that go through? Hey, there we go. We got the deal done. I'm not thrilled about trading a 3rd, but I already had a 3rd. My 3rd's going to be considerably better than theirs. I have to send somebody down. Pedersen can go down. Oh, I need to call up a goaltender. Jonathan Bernier. And I can send down Pedersen. I should be able to send down Pedersen. There we go. Nice. So there we go. Now we got another 1st round pick, which is pretty much exactly what we needed. We just slot. Do I want to put Ryan Reeves in? Yeah, let's put Ryan Reeves in. And I kind of want to put Jory Laterra in there. Nah, never mind. No, I don't. He can stay scratched. Alright, goalies. Start Carter Hutton. Backup is Bernier. There we go. Alright, alright. The AHL can be best lined. I don't really care. There we have it. There's our 1st round pick added. So we have 3 1st round picks this year, 2 next year. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's what we have. Alright, draft picks. We have 3 firsts, Montreal's, mine, and St. Louis's. Those are probably 2 top 10s right there, and then Montreal will be like 20. We have 2 seconds. We have a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, a 6th. We don't have a 7th. Then next year we have 2 firsts, being Winnipeg and ours. And then status quo the rest of the way. We have 2 7s. Oh, no, we do have a 7th. No. Sorry, it just flips it for some reason. So I'll look to increase our... Maybe grab an extra 2nd and a 3rd next year. But let's get back into simming. Let's see here. Let me find all my... There we go. Alright. 11, 26, and 2, so we're really sucking it up big time. But we can finish out even worse if we can. I mean, we're going to get screwed and not get... Dimitri, you didn't want to put him on waivers. Now you put him on waivers. I guess that third round pick was just too much to pass up. Ugh. So now the question becomes is, what am I going to look to draft? Obviously, it's going to depend on where our draft pick lands. Oh, excuse me. Would not have been able to find the mic button in time. A second and a third for JT Miller. I'll pass. I'm content to hold on to Miller for now. He'll be a good third liner for whenever we do decide to be competitive. I mean, do I take Rasmus Dahlin if I get the #1 pick? I mean, I've got defensive prospect. I don't know if he's generally worth the first overall pick. Gabriel Carlson for JT? No, thank you. Strome and a third for Kevin Hayes. Matthew Strome, 19 years old. And a third for Kevin Hayes. Kevin Hayes, 25. No, hold on to him for now. Because I don't want to completely tear down the entire roster. Is that Max Jones? Max Jones for JT Miller. Power forward, 69 overall. It's tempting if it wasn't for JT Miller. If it was for something else, I would consider that more. But I really don't want to trade Miller right now. I think I have to sneeze again. Damn it. Benson a second and a fifth for Miller. No, thank you. We're winning a good amount of games here. Can we not? Maxime Comtois. Then 2/3 for JT Miller. Tempting again, but I just don't want to trade Miller, man. Unless it's for something really good. Van Ryan, a third and a fifth, no. Van Ryan, a second and a fifth, no. Oh, Detroit's actually doing worse than us. We need to figure this shit out, guys. I made the team significantly worse, I feel. Although I did trade Matthew Pumple for 2 NHLers. 3 NHLers, so maybe that's got something to do with it. I mean, Rick Nash still pumping away with 53 points. I don't think I want the first overall pick because Dahlin's nice, but I really don't think I need a defensive prospect as my big name. So let's see, where are we at? We are second to last. Only Detroit is worse, but we are right there with Arizona, St. Louis. Well, look at St. Louis right there with us. Nice. You're going to regret trading away that first round pick. So we might end up with 2 top 5s. Nice. That could be really good for us. I really don't want to look at stats because, I mean, there's nothing really to... Nobody I really want to hang on to, so... Kind of pointless to see who's doing well. I mean, Buchnevich is kind of the one guy that I would want to... Him and VC are 2 of the names that would want to stay, along with D'Angelo and Shea. But, I mean, aside from that, Scherbach... I mean, we're got minuses across the board. Kevin Hayes, 20-goal scorer. Rick Nash, 20-goal scorers. Zibanejad, 43 points, but minus 16. So, I'm surprised Zibanejad's a minus 16 considering he's on a decent line, and he's playing with the #1 defensive pairing, which is Shea and... Oh, who knows? So maybe I'm not surprised by that. Oops. I just throw my controller around. Alright, so let's see if we can finish this off with getting the #1 pick and like the #3 pick. Because I could honestly, if I get the first pick, I would consider trading down. I wouldn't trade out of the top 5. Hell, I wouldn't trade out of the top 3. So if I would trade down, it would be to fucking hand on the desk. It would be to whoever is in the top 3 with me. Our record isn't as bad as I wanted it to be. 31, 38, and 6. That's not atrocious. Like, that's not Buffalo Sabres from the Jack Eichel draft bad, but I mean, it's not great either. Here we go, some losses. Oh, but we win back to back there. Alright. Come on, finish out. Come on, Philly, beat us. Oh, come on. We end the season with 2 wins. 35, 41, and 6. That's not a great record for a team that wanted to tank. Let's see where we finished. Rick Nash, 64 points. I mean, we were last in the division. We had 76 points, so 76 points is quite a lot for a last place team. So I'm scared to think that we're not going to be a... Wow, we're 4th. No, we're 4th and St. Louis is 6th. So we turned it on, I guess, at the end of the year. Minnesota Wild came out of nowhere to take the first overall pick. Ugh. Just ugh. Alright, well, we need to hope for a fortunate lottery. We have 2 lottery picks, so I mean... We could see something good. Where's Montreal finish? Montreal finished... They finished 7th. Alright, so that'll be a real late first round pick. Which is okay. I'm not upset by that. The only issue is we're only at 11 minutes, and I really don't want to call it so quickly. So we'll sim to the draft. We'll see where we end up draft-wise, and I guess we'll go look at our scouting to see if we can figure out what we're gonna do. Sim to the draft. Edmonton, LA. Pretty much everybody belongs in the postseason except for maybe Montreal. No, Montreal's a decent team if Carey Price is healthy. Carolina really doesn't belong there. Oops. Shit. Alright, scout, goalies, OHL. 2 weeks. I really don't know the top draft prospects aside from Dahlin, because in these GMOs we've done, this is the first rebuild I'm doing. Well, I guess I did a rebuild with Detroit. But I don't know if that was this game or last game. It's been so long since I feel like I've been doing Columbus forever, and I did Dallas forever. No, Detroit was NHL 18, okay. I put it in retrospect. Detroit I did 27 episodes. Dallas I did... How many episodes did I do with Dallas? Ah, shit. I went too far. Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup. What? How? I did 37 episodes with Dallas. I did 27 with Detroit. I'm on 44 with Columbus. Jesus. The New York Islanders got the first overall pick. Where did they come from? Where's Minnesota? Got number 4. So there's a lot of there's a big time shakeup. We got the 3rd overall pick from St. Louis. Ottawa got number 2. So we were initially what 5th and like 7th. So St. Louis got to jump up to 3rd. The Islanders and Ottawa both jumped up as well. So that's pretty big for us. Let's see who retired, if anybody. Nobody for us. What would make me very happy is to see Lundqvist being retired. Oh, Yager won a cup with Florida on his last year. That's nice. If Lundqvist retired, oh damn, that would have been perfect. Like I trade him away for a first, and he just up and leaves. But alas, he did not. All right, so we were at the draft, scouting. Not scouting. I want to go to view draft class. Alright, view draft class. Let's see what's out here. This should have potential, I'm assuming. Yeah, it does. Okay. So we've got Joe Veleno. He's a good option. Rasmus Dahlin, Jared McIsaac, Ryan McLeod, Connor Robert, Akil Thomas. All right, let's sort by projected here. Riley Sutter. No, it's Riley Sutter. Philip Zadina. Rasmus Dahlin, Jared McIsaac, Anderson McDonald. I don't think Veleno's going to fall to us at 3, so I'd probably take Zadina. Somebody's going to have to tell me how to say his name. I didn't scout him once. How did I not scout him once? I didn't scout Dahlin either? What? How? How did I not scout any of these players? This makes no sense. Alexander Alexiev. But I scouted McLeod 3 times? How does... What? God, I wish there was a better way to scout, man. Ryan Merkley. Ryan Merkley is someone to keep an eye on. Where's he at? He's just a first rounder. He probably won't make it to my... What we got for goalies? No first round goalies? Alright. I don't know, man. I'm torn. We have the 3rd overall pick. I would like to take Veleno, but I don't think he's going to drop to 3. Zadina? Zadina? I'm assuming it's Zadina. He'll probably drop to 3 because Dahlin will go 1. McIsaac might go 2. And then I'd probably take Phillip. I don't want to take Sutter. It sucks I don't have either of them scouted. Like, Veleno's going to come in as like an 80 overall. We have him fully scouted for the most part. But I just use Veleno. Like, I'm shying away from him because I just used him with Columbus. We'll figure out. Feel free to leave me suggestions on what you think I should look for come draft time. But I'm going to go ahead and call the video here. Like I said, comment section for your suggestions on what I should look to draft. I'm leaning towards the Czech right winger. Unless Veleno's there, I mean, Veleno makes the most sense. Because Dahlin and McIsaac are probably 1-2, I'm going to assume. But yeah, feel free to let me know, and I will see you tomorrow for another Columbus video. Hopefully we can make the playoffs. Hopefully we can make it deep in the playoffs this time.